hour in your day, what you need is a different way of carrying the hours that you already have. You need a different way to manage the hours that you already have. Listen, many high performance leaders keep trying to solve problems with exhaustion. They try to solve the problem of exhaustion with scheduling. They want to put more meetings and try. They buy another planner. Maybe they go color coding their calendar and trying to become more fancy. They wake up earlier, like, let me add another hour. They squeeze one more call, maybe into the time when you're supposed to be taking lunch. You have another call, just trying to squeeze to see if you can become more productive. But guess what? If a person entering your calendar at that particular time is depleted, is overwhelmed, is already suffering from cognitive exhaustion, guess what? That adding that particular person into your calendar would not do you no good, because that person will not help you move faster. So if you're joining us live on any of our platforms, put some live fires in the chat. I am Dr. Vivian Atud, and my work really sits at the intersection of leadership, of transformation, of entrepreneurship, of human flourishing, and responsible AI. In the next few minutes, I want you to understand the difference between time management and capacity management. And I'd like you to understand the three forms of capacity that every leader needs to protect. And one decision, just one decision that you can make today that will really help you to get more usable time as a leader and protect your energy more as a leader. And guess what? Become more productive. If you're joining us live, put some fires in the chat. Always a privilege to have you and to serve you in this community. Today we are talking about improving leadership productivity with capacity. So shift number one, I said I'm going to give you three things you can do today. Shift number one, you need to understand that capacity is not ours. Capacity is not ours. Capacity is what? Unusable leadership energy. Two leaders can have the same 24 hours in a day. And guess what? Their decision clarity, their ability to make clear decisions, their quality is different. The difference is not time, because guess what? Everyone has 24 hours in the day. The difference is usable leadership capacity. We're talking about energy. We're talking about cognitive bandwidth. We're talking about emotional steadiness, because guess what? If you left the house, having some queries, having some real emotional issues, you get to work, you are unable to produce at the same level with someone who did not have the same problems like you, or maybe you did not sleep well and you get home, your decision making quality is different. So your business does not experience your calendar. I want you to write this down. Your business, your work today does not experience your calendar. It experiences what? The version of you that shows up inside it. What version of you is going to show up at your workplace today? What version of you is going to show up at your meetings today? When your body is exhausted, the tired version of you, your mind becomes what? Reactive. Every little thing becomes irritating. Every little thing, maybe you want to fight when your emotions are up and down. What happens? Ordinary friction between colleagues becomes something that you might even begin to take personal. If you're joining us live on any of our platforms, please put some likes in the chat, share the room, let other people join us. So we're talking about capacity today, leadership capacity. And guess what? Like I said, it is not in ours. Capacity is in the version of you. Shift number one, it's really protecting your energy, the strong version of you. And capacity is really the invisible infrastructure that is behind your your execution. How you show up, the version of you that show up. And guess what? The second shift that you want to think about today, apart from protecting your energy, it's really you want to stop treating every task as though it deserves the same amount of energy. There are things, administrative work. I mean, your highest value task, like for me, I write, I do research, I do podcasting, I go live on YouTube, I do lots of creative work. And my early hours in the morning, that's the time that I use producing. That's the time that I use creating. I cannot come early hours in the morning and begin to respond to some emails, some things that are of low value. So you need to put your high demand, the things that will add value to your business, whatever they are. The goal is not that you want to become so rigid. The goal is that you want to do what you want to stop spending your high energy, your premium time on things that don't add value. When I was a student at university, we used to say, stop measuring in minors. Stop measuring in minors. Know which course is your major course and know which one is your minor. And your major course should take the most amount of you, and your minor course, you give it the minimum amount of time. It's the same in the work world. You don't want to measure in a minor. And the shift number 3, once you know which one is your priority, you want to build recovery. Recovery is so important. Guess what? Early this week on Monday, actually, doing my exercise, I hurt my shoulder. I hurt my left shoulder. Now it's quite really better. I couldn't do videos on Monday because of that. So during my morning exercise, I hurt my shoulder, and that's part of my recovery, doing exercise every day, or going to the gym regularly, so that I keep my energy. And even during work, seeing how to get some breaks, whether it's sleep, taking some quick naps, or whether it's just walking or praying or doing some of those things. When you don't build those into your work day, guess what? You become overwhelmed. You think that everything is an emergency. And what happens? You begin to see that you get exhausted because you can't focus. You are so tired, and it is so important to build into your day. I try to build sometimes 5 minutes breaks, either just standing up. I put some alarms on my phone, but building this into your work system, it helps you to actually become more productive as a leader. Because guess what? For me, there was a season for me when endurance was like, I thought it was like my biggest strength. It was like, oh, I knew how to push. I mean, I work long hours. I wake up, I sleep at 10. By 2 a.m., I'm awake and I'm doing all the things, keep going, keep forging. But guess what? Once you start pushing yourself, you get to that point where if you are using your strength without wisdom, without putting in the right breaks, it takes you to exhaustion. It takes you to exhaustion. And guess what? I had to ask myself the harder question. Am I building from strength? Or am I simply doing what? Becoming more excellent at functioning while depleting? Because guess what? Before you know it, your body doesn't feel right. You feel tired. You want to take some medications. You want to take maybe your multivitamins and some things just to keep you. So it is very, very important that you guard your leadership, your energy. Like I said, you need to look at what is taking your time. You need to look at what are my priorities. You need to look at what build this recovery. So if you're joining us today, I want you to begin to take some action, because guess what? Listening, wisdom, words, lessons, teachings, whatever without action is dead. I mean, I come from a faith background, and I always say faith without works. Show me your faith, show me your works. So I want you to begin to open. What do you have ahead of you tomorrow? Maybe Thursday, or maybe even today, even the next day. Open your calendar, look at what is my high capacity. Which thing will make a difference by the end of this week? What will make a difference? Like for me, maybe recording podcast, maybe completing a book project, finalizing a manuscript to review. For you, I don't know what it it is that is really a priority thing, that by the end of the week, oh, if I finish reviewing this manuscript, if I finish recording or posting this podcast episode, or finish doing this and that task, depending on your area of work, this will be good. You want to put that and highlight it. You need to look at what are your low energy things, the things that will not really make so much difference. Can I delegate this? Can I put this in my less demanding time? And then you need to look at, how do I build in my breaks? How do I preserve my energy by building breaks into that? I mean, if you're joining us, thank you for all the likes, the shares, and everything. Those that are joining us online across platforms, share some love and some likes in the share. And like I said, if you are really a faith aligned leadership person, myself, I talk about stewardship, because lots of my teachings have their foundation in the word of God. Stewardship. You are not only a steward of money. You are not only a steward of opportunity. You are also a steward of influence. You are a steward of your body, your mind, your energy, your assignment, through which you can use to influence your world. You know, you do not honor the assignment by destroying your body, the instrument that is meant to execute. So I want you to go into the comment section and begin to look at what is draining your energy, your leadership capacity right now. What is draining your energy? Is it overload? Is it lack of recovery? Is it poor boundaries? I mean, every call is an emergency. Everything is an emergency for you. And what is draining your energy? And if you look at that, you need to then look at, how do I really deal with this? And if this channel has been helpful to you, helping you think more clearly, maybe lead more wisely, maybe build without losing yourself, I'd like you to subscribe. I'd like you to share the channel, share these videos with someone who could be suffering from leadership overload and exhaustion and all that. And I'd like you to check the links in the description and join our AI Authority Lab, which that is our community where we sharpen one another. We lead by teaching one another. Every week we have different teaching, different resources. And guess what? I would like you to come back for another edition of our live video tomorrow morning. So we will be confronting something that it's really, 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 really interesting. And I look forward to having you back on the channel. Like, subscribe, share, and continue to come for these shares on this channel. Thank you.